I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Oh, guys, it's time for me to come clean about something. I'm obsessed with Gretsch drums. And I bought another Gretsch snare drum. And here's the drum. All right, you guys, here is a brand new Gretsch USA custom snare drum. I cannot wait to show you this drum. It is truly special, and I'm so excited. I think this box probably weighs like over 20 pounds, so it's a big boy. But what we're gonna do is get into this box. I'll show you what we got. We'll hear this thing stock right out of the box, and then we'll hear it in some different tunings, different drum heads, things like that. So, with that being said, all right guys, so with that being said, here is the box, and quite a bit of tape on here. I'm not quite sure how to get in there. I think I'm gonna need some help. And I think there's only one person who can help us, and that is Talon! Okay, let's go ahead and get into the box. Oh yeah, Talon knife gets it done every time. Let's see what we've got here. You guys, it's a box within a box. Let's get it out. But first, in typical Gretsch fashion, we're big hairy boys. We can open this up. Oh my God, rip it! Rip it like a frog. Anyway, here is that awesome Gretsch USA custom drum key. We've got a box within a box here, folks, so let's get this thing out. And here is the drum. As you can see, this is a little bit shallower than a 6.5 inch, because this is a 5.5 inch depth drum, 14 by 5.5. But you're probably wondering, Kyle, what is it? Well, let's get this box open and I'll show you what it is. I don't even think, yeah, we can just rip this. Oh! Here we go. And there we have it, you guys, that great Gretsch sound. That is what we want here, and I am so stoked to have another Gretsch snare drum in the arsenal. Let's get this guy out. Oh my God, that thing's heavy. And a nice big yeet! And that brings us back to the drum. But let's go ahead and get into the cardboard. Beep. Beep. All right, beautiful permatone head. Let me show, let's all look at this together. Oh my goodness. Look at that. This, my friends, is the Keith Carlock signature snare drum from Gretsch. This is an incredible drum. It's got this really nice patina. Every single one of these drums is different because the patina all gets applied differently. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Let me bring that up close for you to see it. Oh my God. Look at that. There's the patina on there. Flip this over so we're looking at the badge the same way. I mean, look at that. Jesus. Just a beautiful drum. It's got the lightning throw. It's got the adjustable butt plate over on this side. Beautiful. It's got, oh my God, look at that. 45-degree bearing edges. It's got a Keith Carlock signature in there. I don't know if it's gonna show. So now you should be able to see there's his signature right there, showing that it's the Keith Carlock signature snare drum. Now what makes this drum so special, God, even the patina on the inside. Oh my God, this thing is gorgeous. It's got 4mm thick die cast hoops on here. So you know this thing is gonna rip. And it's got a 2mm thick brass shell with, again, this nice patina on there. This thing, oh my God, it's right out of the box. It sounds incredible. Obviously we'll have to tune it, get the snares tightened up and dialed in a little bit, but this thing is just beautiful. You guys, this is an incredible snare drum. And that is our thumbnail. It comes with the Remo Gretsch permatone drum heads on the batter and resonant side. So we've got a coated Remo Permatone right on top. Feels like probably equivalent to an Ambassador. It's very thin. It's also very loose right now. So we'll get this, you know, in a couple different tunings. But then on the bottom, we've got, again, a Permatone snare side. Also a Remo, probably just a hazy snare side. And then we've got a Gretsch 14-inch, looks like maybe 20 snares. We're gonna put on a Pure Sound as well. So we'll upgrade all of that. We'll put a Evans 300 snare side on here. We'll put a Pure Sound snare wire on here. And what we're gonna do first though, before we do any of that, is we're going to hear it stock right out of the box. So I'm actually not gonna tune it at all. Like I said, you saw me, I just tightened the snares a little bit. We're gonna put it on the kit just as it is. Hear it stock out of the box, this tuning. I'll get these tension rods a little bit more evenly tuned, so we can hear it a little bit more tuned and put together with all the stock heads on there. Then what we'll do is we'll take the drum off, and we're actually doing a batter head shootout with Evans on the channel. So I'm not going to show you the batter head shootout here. If you want to see that, make sure to subscribe. You'll see the batter head shootout video. It either has already come out or it will come out. But we're going to use all of those different heads on here, and the head that we end up with, the one that wins the shootout for me, is going to be the one that we see get upgraded on here, and we'll do that as a second sound test. So without further ado, let's get this beautiful drum up on the kit. All right guys, so now we've got the drum up on the kit, and I have done nothing to it other than tighten up the snares. So we're going to hear it with the stock tuning, stock heads, everything. Then we'll tune it up a little bit, and then we'll again change out the heads for Evans. But let's go ahead and give this a shot. Snare wires off first. Really low tuned right now. Snare wires on. All right, let's get this guy tuned up a little bit more even, and then we will see what it sounds like in just a different tuning. But this is now a little bit higher pitched, probably closer to like a medium high, maybe more or less a true medium. And it is, again, with the stock head, stock everything on there. All right, this drum is f***ing rad. It's time for us to now change out the heads. We're gonna do a snare drum shootout, so make sure to hit the link wherever it pops up on the screen to see what this thing sounds like with 5 different Evans batter heads on it. And then when we come back to this video, we'll have whatever that last head is, that winning head is, on the drum, and we'll hear what it sounds like, kind of a before and after. So with that, let's get into it. All right guys, so now we have the Evans Snare Side 300 installed. I've got the new Pure Sound Blaster. There we go. And then I've got Carlock Standard RL53s on the resonant head, so we know it's gonna stay in tune. All right guys, so before we put the first batter head on, there is the inside patina of the drum. I mean, just gorgeous. Again, 2mm brass shell. Right there is where you see the Keith Carlock signature snare drum details. So just a beautiful shell. All right guys, so now we've got the Keith Carlock signature snare drum with the shootout winner, which was the Evans UV1. And again, the reason I like that snare drum head so much is because it is a single ply, so it's got the nice rebound and feel of a single ply drum head, but it's got that special UV coating, so it means it's going to be a lot more durable. And I think it does a lot for the tonality of the drum and of the drum head itself. So I want to show you guys what this sounds like now that we've got the after setup dialed in. I've got it tuned a little lower as well, more to like a medium low range. And then we're gonna hear it in a quick song, and then we'll talk about our thoughts over at the desk. So let's go ahead and hear what it sounds like. Snare wire's on. Okay, nice. Now let's hear it in a song. My obsession with Gretsch drums is just gonna keep getting worse. But seriously, guys, that snare drum is unreal. 2 millimeters of brass, 4 millimeter die-cast hoops. I mean, that awesome patina, no drum is the same. It is just unbelievably gorgeous, and it sounds even better than it looks. I mean, that drum is absolutely gorgeous. And guys, I know I joked at the very beginning of this, but my friends, I really do feel that Gretsch makes the best drums on the market today. This USA custom kit blows my mind and inspires me every time I sit behind it. The Renown kit that we saw in the live video, that as well as that I played with Jane, again, incredible drums, but this Keith Carlock signature snare drum is just unbelievable. It's got body and tonality, and it can go really beefy and low. It can go really, really high. I'm a firm believer that a good instrument is one that inspires you and makes you excited to play, and that is absolutely the case here. That lightning throw, the awesome knurled pattern going around the shell, again, that beautiful patina, it is just otherworldly. And there are some other Gretsch snare drums that have caught my eye that I want to get in the studio and test out, specifically the bell brass, the solid steel, maybe the solid aluminum, as well as their new full range snare drum options with mahogany, maple mahogany, and so many others. I'm really, really excited to test out all of the awesome products that Gretsch offers to us drummers. But with that being said, my friends, if you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button down below, as well as drop a comment down below. What do you think of this snare drum? Again, I'm typically not a 5.5 inch depth guy. I typically like my drums a little bit bigger, but this drum can do it all. So let me know, what did you think of the snare drum? What's your snare drum of choice? And what snare drum do you want to see me test on the channel next? Because I'm very excited to continue testing out all the different gear and showing you guys what I think and how it sounds in the studio, under the mics, and under the lights. Now, if you haven't already, guys, become a Patreon member. Come on, let's do this. It's 16 cents a day for the snare drum level and 32 cents a day for the drum set level member. And you get all kinds of goodies like shout outs, like these guys are right here. Thank you for being drum set level members. As well as you get things like behind the scenes content, unedited versions. These guys have the entire drum clinic from West Coast Drum Shop up on the Patreon right now that they could check out right now in its entirety, the full video. So again, all kinds of really great access there, and it's, like I said, 16 cents a day for the snare drum, 32 cents a day for the drum set level member. It's a no-brainer because you're getting awesome resources, information, and entertainment at cents a day. Now, if you're already a Patreon member or you just want to know another way to support me, pick up some Arizona Drummer merch. We've got all kinds of things like, my hair is getting unbelievable. Look at this. Anyway, like AZD hats, hoodies, shorts, stickers, all kinds of goodies. We have behind the kit merch. We have a Talon knife shirt, as well as so many other things that you can pick up right now. And I put out new designs like every quarter. So again, make sure, check out the merch pages, link down below, pick that up for yourselves. And whether it's Patreon, merch, or both, those proceeds come right back to the channel so I can keep investing and making videos just like this for each and every single one of my Arizona drummer fans. Which, by the way, I'm just gonna take a moment right now to say thank you to everybody who watches, engages, comments, likes these videos, subscribes. It really does mean a lot, and it helps this channel grow so I can continue to share education, passion, entertainment, and drumming with as many people as possible. I could not do any of this without each and every one of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But with that being said, my friends, that is going to close up today's video. So let me know down below what you thought of the snare drum and what you want to see me test out next. Make sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see all of you in the next one.